Here with head coach Patrick Gilliam after the Trinity International women's soccer team took a 4-1 win against Indiana Wesleyan here today. Coach, your team took the third win in as many matches to start the year, so give us kind of a quick recap of what you saw today.
Well, we knew that Indiana Wesleyan had played Davenport, 7th-ranked team in the NAI, very tough, had outshot them. According to the Davenport coach, it really played a very physical game, a high-tempo game, and so we had told our ladies that expect a good match, expect to come out quickly. We talked to them in the pregame. We actually brought the starters together and just said, the first 10 minutes have to have a lot of intensity because I'm not sure where the skill level sits between the two teams, but we know they're going to bring intensity. And if we don't match that, you can sometimes find yourself on the back foot before you even get 5-10 minutes into the game. So certainly I think our ladies answered the call with that, with a goal in the first minute and 2 in the first 10 minutes. That sure makes the game a little bit different, and I think it allowed us to see some things where maybe IWU was vulnerable and helped our girls see that even. We didn't even have to get to halftime. Our girls were able to see by how those goals developed where they might be able to break them down again. So pleased with that. Probably a little bit concerned at times about our ebb and flow in the game. I think we would have high moments, like obviously 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and then the play would go down a little bit. We talked a lot about them being more a direct team. And a direct team wants to serve long balls behind your back line. And one of the things we talked about in the pregame and lead up to the match was just not giving them the space and time to serve those long balls. And when I think we ebbed a little bit and dropped our play a little, we were letting them serve those long balls behind us, which ultimately led to a deep throw-in. And on the throw-in, we were kind of messy with it, and that's where they got their goal. But to the girls' credit, they bounced back and got one before halftime, a real nice finish from Sam, a finesse finish on a chip, and then drew the PK, a well-earned PK in the second half, and put it away. And so, having that 3-goal lead is so important. At 2, it's kind of there, kind of up in the air still. The other team can grab some momentum back, but I think when we got it to 3, we settled in pretty nicely for the remainder of the match. Got to get a lot of subs in and play a lot of our younger players, so that's always nice too.
So your team's in about as good of a position as you could hope for after 3 games, getting 3 wins. Later this week now you face probably one of your bigger tests of the early season with going on the road against 21st ranked St. Ambrose. So as a team you played last year here, kind of give us a preview of what you're expecting in that match on Friday.
Yeah. St. Ambrose, in some ways, some of the same pieces we talked about with Indiana Wesleyan we would see there. Physical, good size, not really a weak spot in their lineup. Everybody that I've been able to talk to would say that they're just a very steady team, no big holes or anything like that. I think probably would at times be a little bit of a direct team as well, but they're kind of a complete team is what I would call them. There's nothing as I look into them and people have talked about them that leads you to believe there's a certain weakness or there's a hole in the back line, or they don't have the ability to punch the ball through and get goals on you. And so they played in Division I University of Northern Iowa team and had a close 1-0 loss, and knocked off obviously Robert Morris in our conference, who's perennially one of the best teams in the Midwest and in the country. So we know we got our work cut out for us. We got to go out there, travel on a weekday, on a school day. So I'm sure it'll be a great match. It's always been. John has excellent teams, well coached, and like I said, just they're complete. There's not going to be gaping holes or anything that we can really exploit. We're going to have to create and break them down, and so it's exciting. It's 3-0 is a great place to be, but I told the girls, we want to start adding these tests. We play in a conference that generally has 4 or 5 nationally ranked caliber teams. The bottom of the conference just continues to get stronger and stronger every year, and one of the ways we ready ourselves for CCAC play is by making sure we have a few nationally ranked teams, or at least receiving votes teams in the preseason. So we have Ambrose on Friday, and then Ashford coming to town next week, and Ashford was also in the preseason top 25.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win, and good luck this Friday in Davenport.
Thanks, Greg.